Clyde Umney, private investigator. Trouble at Blondie's. I've got to go. Clyde Umney is a hard-bitten detective in 1938. And in the first act, his world starts getting a little wonky, a little bit. This isn't right. You know it isn't right, Vern. In the second act, it gets really bizarre. And then this fellow shows up from 2005. Tell me what's going on here. You're beginning to know, aren't you? You're a writer. You made me up. And Clyde finds out that he's the detective in a series of novels that Sam has written. And Sam says, I don't like my life back in 2005. You go back, comfort my wife. I'm going to be the detective from now on. Let me live. This is my life. Too late. Ha! It's my name on the windows. I have always wanted to be a private eye. And Mr. King does a great job because that switch is at once believable, and yet he doesn't spend a lot of time making you believe it. He just sort of does it. And it's a charming collision of 2005 meets 1938. I didn't read the script, but I did say I would do it. No, I read it once. I thought, this is charming. It's such a great opportunity. Run away to Mexico with me. Just you, me, and the road.
It's not like that, Clyde. You know it never is.
We belong together, and someday I'll prove that to you. Yeah, I gotta say, when you put on the suit and this little mustache and slick your hair back, it helps a lot. Helps you pretend. I know all your ideas, Clyde. After all, I'm you. Yeah. I noticed the resemblance. Not familiar with a cologne, though. It's not hard to switch back and forth. Clyde's voice, he's a fast-talking detective, you know. I make him a little nasal, you know. The biggest long shot Louis and Hialeah wouldn't put a fen on my fate now. That kind of stuff. So I have to practice that. I have to get my mouth going. And you have to learn the lines a little bit differently. You have to learn these little bursts, these staccato bursts. And then Sam is me. I understand it. Sam and his wife lost their child, and they're suffering in a very real way. And the two fit together well. I'm not your puppet. You can't control me. As I was learning the lines, I realized I like Clyde better than Sam, and I was sort of giving Sam short shrift, and I realized, you better start working on those lines too. My life's been interesting, Clyde. Writers don't do their best work during interesting times. Yeah? Well, you screwed up big time with this one. I thought this was going to be simpler than it has turned out to be. The first part, the part in 1938 with Clyde, the detective, is a little bit cartoonish, and it's not until modern day in 2005 and Sam intrude into his world that things get complicated for Clyde. But what we've discovered, today's the end of our first day, is that it's highly, highly technical. And that's hard. You have to talk fast and hit your marks, and we're copying a genre, and we have to at once make it sort of cartoonish and funny, but at the same time something's got to be going on and people are going to flip the channel. Candy?
I'm here to clean your pool.
Oh, so that's what they're calling it these days. I think one of the reasons this one might work is Stephen King sort of runs the rules on you. He sets up the premise and it's a little bit light and you think you know where it's going, and then he deepens it. It gets very real, and the emotions that it engenders in the cast, in his characters, are really fundamental. They're about relationships and children and love and mortality and things like that. They're ever so real. It's never going to change, Mrs. Landry. This is who I am. What have I done?